Hello children, welcome to Science with Savi. I hope every one of you is doing amazing. I'm back again with last part of the topic which we started last time. We started excretion. This is a topic which is there in class 10, lesson number 6, life processes. From the same chapter, we have already completed respiration and nutrition. You will find the link in the description box. Excretion, we are going to discuss specifically in detail how the urine formation takes place in the kidney. So let's start. So before understanding the urine formation, let's understand that from where the urine is formed. This we know that the blood which enters the kidney through the renal artery, from that blood the urine is formed. So that blood which is entering the kidney, it not just contains nitrogenous waste, but it also contains some very important things, okay, which the body will not want to lose. It contains glucose, it contains protein, it contains blood cells, it contains sodium, potassium, amino acids, which we do not want to lose from the body. It contains lot of water also, which we don't want to lose from the body, okay. So what we want to filter out, what we want to lose, throw out from the body, the nitrogenous waste and some other kind of chemicals which are poisonous. So the role of kidney, okay, the role of kidney is to filter out the blood. First thing, that it will filter the blood. Second, after the filtration of blood, still some useful substances like glucose, amino acids, sodium, potassium, other electrolytes and lot of water is still present in the blood even after the filtration has taken place, okay, along with the nitrogenous waste which we want to remove. So what will our body want to do? What the kidney will like to do? So now the kidney will reabsorb these things from that blood which has been filtered. It will reabsorb, that is, it will take back water, it will take back glucose, amino acids, sodium, potassium, other important things which are there in the blood which has been filtered out. And then there are also some things which the body want to lose which are not there in that filterate. So the body, okay, so the kidney will also secrete some of these things. Like there are some medicines, when we take the medicine, some products, end products of the medicines are poisonous and they are present in the blood. So that also the kidney will secrete into that blood which has been filtered out. So the blood which has been filtered by the kidney, it contains some useful things which we will reabsorb, that is, we will take back into the blood. And also the blood contains some poisonous things which we will want to put into that filtered blood again. And then that filtered blood which is formed, okay, that particular thing which is formed, it has only excess of water, it has nitrogenous waste, it has harmful chemicals, and then which is whatever is left out is formed is actually the urine which we will want to throw. So understand this concept, that when we talking about urine formation, it is not only filtering the blood, it is also we are concerned about absorbing, reabsorbing the useful things, again secreting some poisonous things back into that, and then throwing it out of the body, okay. So now we are going to talk about that urine formation takes place in 3 important steps, okay. So one by one I'm going to talk about this step. The first step is the glomerular filtration. The first step is called the glomerular filtration. The second step is a tubular reabsorption, and the third step is the tubular secretion. So we'll discuss all these 3 steps one by one. So glomerulus is the main place where the filtration of blood takes place. So as we did in the structure of nephron, that the glomerulus is formed when the afferent arteriole enters the nephron, it breaks down into further tuft of capillaries which is the glomerulus, and it comes out as the efferent arteriole. So if you see in the picture clearly, you will find that the afferent arteriole is thicker and the efferent arteriole is thinner, okay. It is very clearly seen in the figure. And because of the difference in the diameter of both of them, a high blood pressure is created when the blood enters into the glomerulus through the afferent arteriole. So the blood which enters into the glomerulus has a lot of high pressure, and because of this, the filtration of blood takes place. So when the blood is filtered, the larger particles like the blood cells, platelets and the protein, they cannot cross the wall of the glomerulus. So they are not filtered out. They remain in that blood, okay, which has been filtered. And what gets filtered out? The molecules or substances which are very small like glucose, amino acid, electrolytes and lot of water, they are filtered out. So whatever filtrate which is left behind, that is called the glomerular filtrate. So this glomerular filtrate is an actual thing from which the urine will be formed. So this glomerular filtrate is free of larger particles, that is a protein, blood cells, platelets, but it contains nitrogenous waste, and along with that it also contains very important things like glucose, amino acid, and other important electrolytes which we do not want to lose. Okay, so this is the first step in urine formation, that is glomerular filtration. So the filtration has happened, we have got the filtrate. Now this filtrate will pass through the renal tubules where the other two steps of urine formation will take place. Okay, so thus we will go to the second step now, and that is tubular reabsorption. Tubular reabsorption means the things, useful things which are present in the filtrate, they will be reabsorbed by the tubules. Okay, they will be reabsorbed so that it is not wasted from our body. So let's see this in detail. The largest amount of solute and water reabsorption, okay, get it, the reabsorption of water and solute, that is glucose, amino acid, electrolytes from the glomerular filtrate, from the filtered fluid, takes place in the proximal convoluted tubule. So around 65% of filtered sodium, chloride, bicarbonate, potassium, glucose and amino acid, they are reabsorbed back into the bloodstream in the proximal convoluted tubule. So the proximal convoluted tubule helps in the tubular reabsorption of lot of important things. Then another important thing which helps in tubular reabsorption is the loop of Henle. So here you see there is a descending loop of Henle which is coming down, and another one is the ascending loop of Henle. Okay, so the descending loop of Henle is thinner and the ascending loop of Henle is thicker. Okay, there is a difference in the diameter. The thin descending segment of the loop of Henle is highly permeable to water. That is, it can reabsorb, lot of water, and it is moderately permeable to solute. That is, water reabsorption, highest water reabsorption takes place in the descending loop of Henle, but no reabsorption of solute takes place. In the ascending loop of Henle, no reabsorption of water takes place. So get it very clear. Water reabsorption takes place in the descending loop of Henle. The distal convoluted tubule also has almost the same characters like the ascending loop of Henle. Okay, that is, it is impermeable to water. It does not reabsorb water, but it reabsorbs ions like sodium, chloride, calcium, magnesium, but almost no water is reabsorbed in the distal convoluted tubule also. Now there is a very important thing which I want to tell you here is that the permeability of the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct is controlled by a very important hormone, which is the antidiuretic hormone. This hormone plays a very important role in water reabsorption by the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct of the nephron. Okay, it is related to the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct. So ADH is increasing the water reabsorption. So for example, in days when we are not drinking much water, then what happens? The posterior lobe of the pituitary releases this hormone ADH, and then more water is reabsorbed and less urine is formed. So on the days when we are drinking more water, in that case ADH is not released, okay, because ADH increases the water reabsorption. So when we are not drinking much water, ADH is not released, and in that case more water is excreted in the form of urine. So this hormone is controlling the dilution or concentration of urine which we are eliminating. In addition to the metabolic waste, the kidney also contains some toxic substances. There are some toxins and poisonous substances which are very important to be released. So in the third step, that is tubular secretion, these tubules secrete these poisonous substances or toxins back into the filtrate fluid which has been formed after crossing two steps. So this forms the third step, which is tubular secretion. So after tubular secretion, the fluid or the urine is completely ready. This goes and pours down into the collecting duct. From the collecting duct, the urine will pass through the ureter and will enter the urinary bladder. where it will be stored. When the bladder is completely full, it will get a message. You will have an urge of urination, and through the urethra, which has a sphincter, the urine will be passed out. So this is the entire process, which is really very interesting. I really completely at times I get surprised because of the mechanism of, how the body is working. All the organs are working in sync with each other. So I really hope that you completely understood all the, different structure of nephron, how the urine is formed. Get it very clear, the urine formation, understand the concept very clearly. It will be, once you get it, it is very easy, and it's very quick and easy. You don't have to get confused over there. So I really hope that you understood the entire topic, and thank you so much for liking the videos, watching it. Please share with more and more of your friends. Okay, let this videos reach out to each and every student who is studying science. We will meet again, okay, in the next video, where I'll be taking up blood circulation, which is the last part of this chapter, life process. We will finish up blood circulation, circulatory system, and then we will rush to yet another chapter of class 10 science. So by the time, take a lot of care of yourself and keep exploring, keep learning. Bye bye.